Up next on the Midlife Mafia podcast.
I have 15 black tank tops. And my husband is like, why do you have more than one?
Sometimes if I'm at somebody's house and it's a little messy, I go home and I have to clean. I just go home and I look around and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need that. What am I doing with this? I must have 20 Build-A-Bears.
That would kill me.
So I just got a text from the producer who says, Elle, what about the horse in your car? Welcome to the Midlife Mafia podcast. My name is Christy. This episode, should it stay or should it go? Today we have our friend Lisa joining us while Marietta's on vacation.
Woo-hoo. Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm going to talk to you about the Scandinavian death cleanse.
I'm Elle, and I cannot wait to hear about the Scandinavian death cleanse because I have so much stuff that should go. The Midlife Mafia is an experience geared towards women over 40. We're to make you feel powerful, enlightened, and confident about the woman you are and what the future has in store for you. We're three very different women today coming to you from both ends of the Gen X spectrum. I finally got an ally here. We're going to talk about things like health, relationships, finance, and maybe some things that Mom forgot to tell you about. I'm looking forward to that episode, aren't we all?
Oh, yes.
We're going to bring props. I'm going to bring props.
Yes,
anyway, midlife is a time of change. It's a time of reflection. Most importantly, though, it's a time of growth. It's a time where we can use our past to help us go into our future and guide us, because we do have past experiences. We have something to draw on, and we can use that going forward to make maybe better decisions, maybe just different decisions. We have a lot of life left. We have a lot more decisions to make. Some of those decisions being, do I keep this? Do I throw it out? What do I do? So that's
Get rid of it.
Right. We're discussing today things that you have accumulated by midlife, because depending on what kind of person you are, you've accumulated a lot. You've had a lot of time anyway to accumulate things.
So much stuff.
I mean, do you even know what you have?
No.
Right. Nobody does. No. I mean, I think I know some stuff.
I mean, when was the last time you moved?
Well, 3 years ago.
So 3 years. Have you unpacked everything from three?
Nope. And I don't remember what's in the boxes now.
Just imagine me 30 years in the same place. Do you know how much I accumulated? A lot.
Right.
So when you move, it's going to suck.
That's why I've been doing the Scandinavian death cleanse. Little by little, I'm getting rid of stuff, but I have to stop buying. It's very hard.
Well, we all do that.
That's the thing. There's a psychological gratification that you get from buying something, but you have to, in turn, use that to get rid of something else.
Well, they say that. You said you're going to make room for something.
Right.
Like my husband. He buys a shirt, he gets rid of a shirt.
That's perfect. So we always have like the same amount of shirts.
Exactly.
You know?
A little weird, but exactly.
No, it makes sense, because then he knows how many he has. He has
Why
like
can't we
15
do that?
shirts. I don't know. You know what? Because something
We
comes.
don't have 15 shirts.
I actually have.
thousands.
Right. I have 15 black tank tops. And my husband is like, why do you have more than one? I'm like, well, this one is slightly different because this one gets tucked in, and this one has different straps, and this one, has
true,
lace.
though.
No, they're all different. Like they.
No, it is true.
Right. That's
And it
why.
gives a different look.
Exactly.
With each different outfit.
So your husband has
dressy
the
tank
same
tops.
look.
The same look all the time. I tell him he has a closet of a 10-year-old boy. He just has what he has in there, and cargo pants, T-shirts, and that's it.
If you threw out something, though, he would know.
He would know immediately.
Yeah, because because he knows what he has. He has inventory. He has inventory of his stuff.
He knows exactly what he has. Exactly.
So
Where I don't.
But so
If he's
this
missing a sock, do you get in trouble?
But he knows when he's missing a sock.
Absolutely.
how do they? That's the age-old question, by
Even
the
in
way.
your
How
own
are they
house.
missing?
Even in your own house, how do you miss a sock?
They're just missing.
I don't know.
Where do they
a
go?
phenomenon. It's
Yes.
a
I know my daughter is a huge fan of the Scandinavian death cleanse done by Lisa, because every now and then Lisa brings big bags of stuff. Nice, good stuff, and she's just like,
Take it.
take it, which I admire that, because you're not like, I might need this. You're like this. You almost are like, this wasn't mine. I never opened this. You have stuff that's
a lot
new.
of the stuff that I gave you are toiletries, right?
Yeah, like stuff, like
So
hair
I know
products and stuff like that. That my
That's
daughter
going to go
like.
bad if somebody doesn't use it. So I just have to give it away to somebody. At least I know somebody is using it and making good use out of it.
What motivates you to get into, like, what is a motivator to get you to
Sometimes-
actually go through your stuff?
Well, sometimes if I'm at somebody's house and it's a little messy, I go home and I have to clean. And I have to get rid of stuff. I know it happens to me all the time.
Right.
I just go home and I look around and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need that. What am I doing with this?
I do that a lot too. I mean, the stuff that you need is the stuff that you're keeping for memories.
Yes.
Like, I have a box for each kid for each school year. Their little outfits they came home in the hospital with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
that's
certain outfits through the years. Mm-hmm. Like that I say, all right, I don't want anybody to wear it.
that's a whole different level of stuff, the kids stuff.
Right. There's just a lot of memories.
I weaned through all of that. I went through all their art stuff from school.
Every day between the ages of birth and I don't know,
But I did
forever.
get rid of a lot. And then someone told me about this great thing that you can take that, mail it to this company, and they'll put it in a book form for you. So I'm thinking about doing that.
But
so
now you probably do it digitally.
But they
You
have
take
a book.
pictures of
you
it.
You take the pictures and they do an actual book, bounded and everything. And that's something nice I can give my kids. I'm like saying, this will be yours. These are your memories. I know they're mine, but now I'm going to pass them on to you when you have kids. You might want to show your kids this. Mm-hmm. And it'll be nice and organized in a book with their name on it and everything.
And that sounds fantastic. Here's my problem. That is fantastic. So I would take pictures of all my kids' stuff. I would send it to this company. They would make a book. They would send me the book. And then I would have to physically hold the macaroni art project with the handprint on it and throw it away.
Yes, you would.
and that's hard. Yeah, I don't think I could do that either. It's like pictures. How many times I always said I was going to make a book with pictures from years ago, and they're still on the hard drive, and still,
I had a lot of stuff from my mom and dad when they passed away, and then my grandparents. I found paperwork when they came to this country. Their actual paperwork.
That's cool.
And
Stuff
so
like that is cool.
I said, I need to keep this, but what am I going to do with it? So I put it in a scrapbook with each grandparent, all their paperwork. And I tell you, I look at it from time to time and I go back.
That's awesome.
And it really
That's
is
an heirloom.
nice.
You've
Yes.
created a family heirloom.
And I did that with my parents' stuff, all their paperwork, my father's social security card, his license. I didn't want to throw that out.
I think I need you to come over.
And I put this all in the scrapbook, and even my kids look at it now. They're like, look at this.
Well, it's going to be
That's
theirs.
very, very cool.
Yeah,
That's a
so-
very, very
I
cool
always say I'm
idea.
going to do something like that too. I never do. I have scrapbooks. They just, all the papers are in it.
No, I did this.
Ready to
Yeah.
actually go on the pages, but I never did it.
And I put a picture of them there, so maybe after I'm gone, maybe their children, they'll know who it is.
Yeah.
They can look through it and
Start
see
making
that.
your scrapbook.
I should.
It's funny because my grandmother, she used to keep all of her photos because back then we had photos. So, lots and lots of photos. And then when somebody passes away, like her mother, you take their photos and you add them to the pile. My grandmother, when she passed away, had a big, huge, really cool box and it had all the photos in it. And if she didn't know who someone was, she tried to label who everyone is, But then if she didn't know who someone was, I guess they were Vera. So it's like, okay, this is Vera in 1954. This is Vera. And my dad's like, that's not the same person.
So everybody was Vera.
There's a lot of Veras.
So
I'm like, there were,
she thought it was that.
she was like, I remember her labeling, she didn't realize that she had to label these pictures because at first you're like, oh, I know who these people are. But then you realize your grandchildren don't. So you have to actually label them. And then she was like, oh, this must be Vera. She forgot. I mean,
And put the year on there.
right. So you should do
My
that.
grandmother always put the year when she passed. We had taken the stuff in the house, and behind every picture, she wrote something to the person in the picture.
Isn't that
With
nice?
Yeah, she wrote to us, and that was one of the greatest things that I never really thought of doing.
Right.
And she must have sat there and thought of that.
Right.
and-
That's so nice.
That's really nice.
What a gift to give the next generations, and
Cleaning out my parents' place, there was a lot of pictures. I didn't know who they were.
right.
And there was no names in the back. So that would have came in handy. And I'm sure they were relatives. I don't know what cousins.
It was
aunts,
mostly
uncles.
she wrote to us. She wrote to her grandchildren.
But it's nice to know who
they are, exactly.
What kind of
Yeah,
celebration.
she would
it
write
was.
like, "This is Uncle Dan, this, that," like
A description of where the
she was
picture was
pretty
from.
good like
That's
that.
very
She
nice.
was pretty good like
She gave
that.
you background information
So
about the
you're not
picture.
only looking at the picture, but you're getting the whole story behind
We used to. I mean, maybe my grandmother. I mean,
That's an
I think I
excellent
knew
idea
pretty
to
much
write all that
everybody
stuff.
in the pictures, though, because they would tell us. They would always tell us who everybody was.
So you know.
My grandmother.
But then you have to do that to your kids, or else no one's going to ever
Well, now
remember.
we go on the internet. Everybody knows everybody. Your pictures are on Facebook.
True.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean,
But I'd like a photo album.
To pass
do.
it down,
Yeah.
because when people are gone, it's really hard, to, especially when you watch a movie and stuff, like a video that you took, like your wedding video or something, and whoever's not there, it's like you remember that's how they used to sound, that's how they used to, and before us, and generations before us, they didn't even have that. So like your grandmother was giving you that by writing a description on the back of every
picture. When my father
picture.
passed, I went to Randy, and I put everything I had on a videotape onto a flash drive.
That's nice.
And he did it for me for free because he didn't want to charge me. But I could hear my father's voice. That was the whole thing.
Well, you can do that on their headstone. You can put a
What?
barcode on a headstone and download a video to it.
Well, he's cremated.
Or a picture. And I want to do that. I have my parents
Oh my
dancing.
God.
And I'm like, wow, that would be pretty cool. And you could
It's
put it
kind of
there
like
and
the
you
bracelet
scan.
with the song.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's just like that.
I mean, they do some crazy things with the tombstones now. Right?
See, I have I used to make, when I was a kid, I made scrapbooks, for myself. And I have the letters that I had from camp, the letters that when I went to sleepaway camp, that they sent me letters, because it was like a big deal to get a letter when you were at sleepaway camp. And they would give them all at breakfast, or lunch or whatever, and you'd run up and get your package or whatever. And there's a letter, so I collected them all into a scrapbook. And my dad was really funny. He always wrote really funny, like little cartoons and everything. That was an ongoing story, so you'd have to wait for the next letter. But and one of them, it says at the letter, on the bottom of the letter, he wrote, "I love you, Dad." And so that's going to be my next tattoo, because
that's so nice.
that's what I want.
Like the handwriting, that's a pretty popular tattoo.
Yeah, that's a good tattoo.
So you were a daddy's girl.
Oh my God,
That wasn't.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since I actually heard his voice or anything like that. So I was actually just thinking of maybe today going and watching the DVD. I'll tell you, one of the things about Should It Stay or Should It Go that really resonates with me is when Hurricane Sandy came, our house, we were right on the beach, and we got annihilated. Like, we were out of our house for over a month. And so everything that was below, like the first 13 feet, from the bottom, was destroyed. Like an entire level of our house was gone. So in that level was a lot of things, and, because in your basement, that's where you put scrapbooks and record albums and all that stuff. And I knew the hurricane was coming. So I was like, okay, I took my scrapbooks and stuff like that, and I put them upstairs. My husband thought, he put it on the TV that was downstairs. He put his stuff on the TV that was still there, that ended up floating in the water with the rest of the stuff that was down there with the dead fish and the black water. So when they cleared out all that stuff, I don't know where it is, but there's a picture somewhere of like the guys. It was really hard to find someone to come and clean out your stuff. And they dragged all of our stuff out of the, house and put it in the backyard, because they had to drain the house and like knock all the walls down and take out all the electric and all that. And you got to see what was down there. And they actually said, we've never taken so much stuff out of a house. Because usually you have enough warning that you get rid, that you take all your stuff. But we didn't even, like you said, we didn't even know what was down there. And so I try to think, what do I really miss? Like, is there anything that I've come across and been like, where is that? I think two things. One, we had a Wii, because that was the year that Wii's were popular.
She always says the Wii thing.
Yeah, so the Wii was really fun. We used to play it when our kids were babies. Jesse, who's 16, he was 3. So we used to. It was fun. It was a fun thing but we might not have had that anymore anyway. And then I had a videotape of like a Grammy Award ceremony from like some year when Led Zeppelin got a Grammy Award that I had taped. But like Christy said, you can find all that stuff online.
YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, so all that stuff is available.
Everything's online.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of people get rid of like their record albums, and that get rid of things that used to be physical and have meaning to them, and you get rid of it and you replace it with a digital library, but then you have to still take the record or the CD or whatever format you have the music on, and you have to throw it away. Like, it's the physical act.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard.
We put all our CDs in CD books to take up less room, but then...
I wanted that cover.
Yeah, what do you do with the...
They're in my aunt's garage still.
You have
Yes.
them. Oh my gosh.
My uncle reminds me every once in a while.
Yeah.
I like to collect things like that. Now you look back, you might want some of that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a clutter person, so I get rid of a lot of things. And but I don't buy knickknacks or, I'm very like, I'll buy clothes, like extra clothes that I don't need, but I'm not like a knickknack
Everyone
person.
does.
I've gotten rid of a lot of knickknacks. I don't buy. I used to go to Home Goods and buy these vases and different things for different seasons. You buy your pumpkins.
Okay,
for
so I do
Halloween.
that.
I do. I have my pumpkins.
But I have it, like, I like the farmhouse trays. That's what I do in my dining room. And so, like, every year I can't find it. Because my husband puts it away. So now I got a box. I mean, I even have my decorations in colored boxes. So it's orange. Okay, for the fall time. It's Christmas colors for that. Some is in the garage, but I give him the farmhouse stuff, and I put it. But now I label everything like asshole. You better do this. You better find this, because I bought new stuff for the summer, and he goes, "Oh, look what I just found." I go, "Well, I don't have to buy it every year. I don't want to buy it every year." Halloween and everything, I do a big thing. I didn't do last year, but I'm gonna probably try to do it this year. But I do a lot of outdoor. So that's all in the garage. And I know where it is because I put it away. Like, if you see the difference the way I put away something as somebody else in my house, like, everything's wrapped up perfectly. Everything is lined up Christmas.
I do. I wrap all my Christmas stuff up very, very nicely. So when I take it out the next year, everything is neat and organized.
Yeah, it's annoying to put the ornaments on the tree.
No, I do. I wrap my ornaments up.
Oh, no, I wrap them up.
Yeah.
Because, like a lot of the Lennox stuff and the, those are the ones with the memories, like, the years on it.
Well, that's what I mean. That's stuff that's memorabilia that you're going to keep. Those are things that you're going to not take a picture of
and
put in a book.
my father's ornament, like, out all year on my farmhouse thing. Like, it's a black heart, and then it just has a memory of him on it. So it goes on the tree when the tree goes up, but it stays on my dining room thing, like the buffet, whatever.
Right.
But I like, I do like to decorate. That I'll say I do, but I don't like a lot.
I used to go a little crazy. I don't
like gnomes.
Yeah, I don't go crazy.
I like
though, you can only decorate if your house is clean. Because if your house isn't clean and, on a minimalist level, the decorations don't stand out. Like,
always clean.
Yeah, so you have a clean house. That's why you can decorate.
Clean.
I've got shoes a lot.
You could come, there's nothing when you walk in my house.
Oh, when you walk in, I have a basket where I keep shoes. When you come in my house, you take your shoes off and you put them in the basket. Mm-hmm. That I do have.
No, we have a coat closet when you walk in. So
I don't have a closet.
But because I don't like them to walk in the house with the shoes, really.
Right.
But because they're outside in the dirt half the time. But you could come to my house at any time. It's neat.
Right.
I can say that about my house as well.
I mean,
yeah, I'm very particular. Like, I fold a blanket 1,000 times a day.
I'm always fixing my couch cushions.
Right. Cushions, because they jump on the couch. Yeah.
It moves. I got to fix it when I
We
get
have
up.
to motivate you a little bit more.
No, but okay. So I have a basket for shoes, and then I have another basket for shoes, and I have a coat closet, and it's got shoes in it.
You do have a coat closet,
right?
Like, use it.
I have a shoe. No, it's full of stuff.
Empty it out. We need to go there.
It's full of shoes, more shoes, but
Are they wearing those shoes?
they're basically my shoes.
So why aren't they in your closet in your room?
Well, there are shoes in my closet in my room, and in the attic there's a huge
Do you
bin.
need all these shoes?
No.
So get rid of them.
I know.
Give them to Goodwill.
I know. I've given a lot away. So I still don't understand where these shoes are coming from. They're like,
You buy every time we go shopping.
I've stopped buying.
Well,
I've stopped buying a lot of things because, like we were talking.
They're perfect.
Well, one time my feet were killing me, so we went in the store. I'm like, I need a different pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, we went shopping one time. She's putting them on in the middle of Marshall.
I was My feet were like, ugh.
I was like, what are you doing?
I'm like, my feet hurt. And Chrissy's like, oh, these are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn in my life. I'm like, ooh, these are on sale.
I'm getting them.
Right.
Oh my God. Like, who goes shopping with uncomfortable shoes?
I didn't know they were uncomfortable until I went shopping in them.
Exactly. She didn't feel it right away. As she was walking around, her feet started to
They
hurt.
were boots, right? Or something like that? You were
The
wearing?
short boots that you said are so great. Yeah, oh, the ones I started wearing? Yeah, something. I don't remember.
She was dressed like it was going to snowstorm inside the store.
But what you have to do is you have to decide what things really, what they are. Why do you have them? What does this mean to you? They're taking up real estate in your home. You know, why?
If you haven't used it in a year, you're probably not going to use it again.
Well, it's easy to say. It's a little difficult because, like, certain colors go with certain things. I mean, I'm a sneaker collector, so I have tons of sneakers.
Yeah.
But they're in the boxes, neat, nice and stacked in the closet. But I don't.
You have room in your closet?
Yeah, I have 2 walk-in closets. But
See, that's nice. I don't have that luxury.
Danny has no room. This is in the basement.
That's where my husband's closet is.
But, like, I keep everything neat. But, I mean, as clothes, like, I know what you're like, this is going to be back in style. You're that type of person. That
I was, but
now
then
you're not.
now I'm not because, you know, actually I hit a certain point in my life and it did kind of coincide with me feeling like, you know, that midlife change. And I was like, let's get real. Like I tried on a skirt and I'm like, I'm never going to wear a skirt this short
That's
ever
what
again.
I've been doing now.
You know,
I've been throwing
so,
everything out.
you know, I hate to say that and everyone's like, oh, don't say that. It's like, I'm saying it. I don't want to wear a skirt this short ever again. Like it's not in the plans. So I'm going to get rid of like half my closet.
That's what I do. Go through it once in a while and just start saying, I'm not going to wear that. If it's in good condition, which it usually is, or tons of stuff with tags on, which is disgusting.
I have so many things with tags on them.
Those should be part of the Scandinavian death. One thing that I did do that I saw that was a hack that was online was you put everything on a hanger and you face it backwards. And then when you wear it and you wash it or whatever, then you face it forward.
I know what I wore.
So when you, at the end of a given period of time, like let's say 6 months, you look at all the hangers that are facing backwards still. And you say, I haven't worn any of these things. And sometimes there's a reason. Well, it wasn't seasonal or, you know, it's a special occasion thing or whatever. And then you go 6 more months and you see what hangers are still facing the wrong way.
Yeah, I just want everything new. I want to get rid of everything and get everything new.
Nothing's like a new pair of socks.
And nothing's like a new outfit, new clothes.
But that's, you know, but you're spending money that way. I mean, it's okay sometimes, but you can't, you know, like my sister actually is very good at minimalizing because she keeps downsizing every step of the way, you know, because you do that. You have to reevaluate where you are, all the steps that you go through in life. You know, you have a baby, you get billions of things, you know, your baby isn't a baby. You get rid of billions of things to replace with billions of more things. You know, kids come with a lot of, you know, accessories. And, you know, so she keeps downsizing and downsizing and downsizing and downsizing until she has like, I think she has 3 shirts, you know, 2 pairs of shorts. Yeah.
Is she living in a tiny house too?
Yeah,
I mean,
she has nothing. And actually I was kind of upset with her because she downsized and she got rid of some of the stuff that was my dad's, like some of his clothes and stuff. And she told me, and I said, why didn't you give me the opportunity to have that? And she said, what were you going to do with it? You were going to put it with all the rest of the stuff that was dad's that you already
have.
have.
To decide. That's for you to decide.
But that's what I said. But she's like, you already got what you got. So why would I introduce to you more stuff that
because you would have wanted it.
Right. And I would have taken it. And that's why she didn't tell me because she thought I didn't.
You didn't need to have more stuff.
Right. I already had what I had. Like I have enough stuff of my dad's. I have a whole bin of his stuff up in the attic. I have a whole closet full of his clothes. Like I have everything.
What are you going to do with it?
Right. So that's what she thought. So she's like, there was no reason you would have kept it just because it was dad's, you know, and somebody else will wear it and you don't need everything that he ever touched, you know?
Right.
So that was kind of a nice thing that she did for me in a way, but still, I was like very like when I first found out, I was like, what? How dare you? You know? So, but yeah, I mean, stuff comes into your life every day. The mail comes in every day, and some people leave it on the counter, and it piles up and piles up and piles up, and you're like, oh, I'm going to look at this. Oh, I'm going to read this. Oh, I'm going to order this magazine. Like every day, you have to make decisions of what stays and what goes.
I get rid of my mail every day. I go through it. What I don't need, I get rid of it.
Because it's majority junk shit.
It is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Bills, I pay them all through my app, so I don't even need the physical bill.
I've learned to keep a copy though.
I'm so bad. I don't keep a copy.
Because sometimes you need them.
I know.
It's like, oh my God, all right. But you can get everything online and print your statement now, I think.
Exactly.
You can.
But I mean, I keep the envelopes stacked. I never open them, but in a drawer. And then when it's like time's passed, I throw my bills out.
Oh, I do
because I've already
like
paid
that.
them. I have them auto pay or whatever.
Right.
But I do keep them just in case there was something that I needed to see.
I go through it that day, and that's it. I haven't had a problem.
I get so much a day that I don't even like. I can't. I don't want to sit there doing it. The only thing I get excited about is that thing that comes in the mail.
Oh, the circular with like the coupons in it?
What is it called? The Val Pack?
Yeah,
From
the
where?
coupons.
From where?
Coupons? Like it's everywhere.
I don't get that anymore. We just get the BJ ones.
I know, I don't get them either
we get
where I live.
I get a Val
They
Pack.
stopped me. They stopped delivering it to my
Yeah, I
The
don't
guy
get
next
it
door
anymore.
from Avenue U, from that office, he is in there. I can't afford to be in there. But thinking about it one day.
You should.
I can't afford to be in there.
We don't need any more business at the dental office. And now we have a feature called What Stuff Have You Bought Online Lately? Since we're talking about hoarding and getting rid of stuff.
You're up first.
You're up.
Well, you told me you were going to talk about this. So I bought this little pouch. And these are great. Brush your teeth, you got a little something in your tooth, and then I have a little storage.
So where do you? So this is something you keep in your purse, then?
I do.
Okay, so that's
You
another.
carry that one thing for the one thing?
No, I took the other ones out of here. I just wanted to show.
So when we're done with this, we have to get to what's in our purse because that's a whole other story.
Oh, that's a whole other story.
Yours is like 95 pounds.
So what stupid stuff have you bought? Anything?
Well, stupid stuff, the collapsible containers.
Those are great.
No, they're not.
Unless they break. Sometimes they break. That's the problem with
they
them.
They collapse. So I put the sauce in, and I
it
guess it was
collapsed?
hot still. It was a little hot.
Oh.
I think so. Went all the way. I threw the whole thing out.
Yeah, you
I
can't
threw
put
every
any
single one out.
temperature
I will
thing in there.
Never use them.
Like the
I
accordion
figured they were
kind
perfect
stuff?
for them to take to school snacks, but I only had a little of sauce left. So I said sometimes they like to have like something to dip sauce
Right.
in. So I put it in the container. Went everywhere. I mean, I was cleaning sauce up.
Well, that's because you melted the container because the sauce
No, I
was
threw
hot.
every container out. That was like on a cheap website. Like those
okay.
the first time I ever ordered on Temu. What is it?
Timo.
First time, last time. First time was the last time. Everybody says, you gotta try. I tried it, and I'm like, that was one of the stupidest things I ever bought. Yes.
I just got refills for the Zevo bug zapper. I don't have a Zevo bug zapper. It's called Fly.
You buy refills for?
Because it's called Fly.
I do. Can I have those,
It's
please?
called Fly something. It's like a similar thing, but of course it's not compatible with the refills that I bought.
Can I have those?
Well, you could have some of them. Fortunately, I also bought a Zevo bug. After I realized that I bought the refills, that I went and bought one to just put them in there because the other one is
fantastic.
Right, because it works so well at work. I bought one for my house, but there's another brand that I had that's called like Fly
And you
Zap
swore
or
you
something.
had the Zevo because you were telling me on. I was like, get them on Amazon. You
But
might
I
get them
had
cheaper.
something else that and the other thing, my daughter insists works so much better, so now I have to buy refills for that. I have two of them. The other one, it's called like Fly Zone or something. I don't know.
She likes that one better?
Yeah, she said that one caught a lot more bugs. I'm like, give this one time. It caught a lot of bugs
They
at work.
always catch a lot.
I know.
mean,
They
those
actually-
fruit
they actually
flies,
work.
Crazy.
So then I guess that's a good thing too.
Oh, those are a good thing online.
Yeah, you should buy refills of the things that you already have, though.
Right. You got to make the right purchase.
How about the screaming goat?
Oh, the Screaming Goat was fantastic.
I still have it.
The Screaming Goat was fantastic.
That's not stupid.
But that's one of those things where when I die and my kids are going through my stuff and they're going to find a screaming goat. No, they're going to go, yeah, that's about right. You know, but I don't know.
was Mom.
Right.
I feel bad for your kids to go through your stuff.
That's why one of the nicest things you can do is go through your own stuff, like with the Scandinavian Death Cleanse. What you really should do to be considerate of your children is go through your own stuff, decide why you have it, why you need it, why it's occupying this space in your life. And if there isn't a reason, and think about your kids having to deal with it.
Well, that's what my mother did. We dealt with it. They sold the house and the whole basement was filled with stuff. And of course, we put stuff down there, even though we didn't live there. Mm-hmm. So like, I didn't even know Michael had a whole like line of clothes that he never wore because I must have bought them at a store and then I didn't remember about it.
Oh,
but thank God I got pregnant again. So when they sold the house, I just had Angelo. Mm-hmm. So
And you found all these baby
I found
clothes.
all this stuff. I found bottles never used, and
Unbelievable.
And after we did have a garage sale, which she sold the walker and all that stuff, which was sucked because I wasn't pregnant then. So wasn't planning on. So I said, yeah, sell everything, because my aunt watched Michael, my mom watched Michael, and I didn't want to travel with.
Right. So you had
playpen,
one in
everybody
each.
had one.
Yeah.
And
the pack and play is at everybody's house, so you don't have to carry it around.
Because you
with
just can't carry like the booster seat, and all that stuff. So they had a little garage sale, but I mean the stuff that she had in the basement was insane. Like my mother and my father could not watch an infomercial. There was always an extra one downstairs. So they must have got
That's because if you buy one, you get one for half price. Yeah, right. Free shipping.
And if you buy right now for $19.95, we'll send you two.
So my mom and my dad had, what was that Suzanne Summers thing?
Yes. Wait, was
The
that
ab lounge?
The thigh thing?
I mean, my parents were big people. I don't know who was going to use that.
Oh my God.
My brother, he scratched, he gets crazy. And I'm like, did they ever use this?
I bought that thing that you sit down while you're watching TV and you pedal.
Oh, how's that
Okay,
going?
now you're officially old.
Yes.
Lisa, I'm sorry.
I thought it was good exercise.
Right.
This is not the Lisa that parties. I don't know.
But it is. And that's the thing. We're taking the stigma away from midlife. We buy that foot thing, but we also go out and drink tequila afterwards because it doesn't work.
And the
Always
casino.
a shot every now and then.
Well, how do you cope with your midlife, Lisa?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Well, I smoke weed.
But
it helps us sleep.
It helps a lot of it. It's medicinal in a lot of ways for people.
Introduced me to it. What was it now? It's got to be over a year. She says, you don't sleep? She goes, yeah, I'm going to smoke a little bit tonight. And I go, I don't know. She goes, just try it. I did. I slept great. And I've been sleeping ever since.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, it works for you.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't working for a while, and I said, try every 4 nights. She goes, I can't live without it, and I can't wait every 4 nights.
I can't. I can't.
It always has a different effect on different people.
Yeah, I don't metabolize it right.
And my mind would race. And I couldn't fall asleep. And it would take me like 2-3 hours to fall asleep. Now I get in bed, I close my eyes, and I'm waking up in the morning.
That's great.
That's great.
So I just got a text from the producer who says, Elle, what about the horse in your car?
Oh.
Should it stay or should it go?
You have a horse in your car?
When I moved.
Yeah. When Christy moved, there was a horse.
It was like a chair horse. I was like, I'm never.
No, it's a table. It's like a coffee table.
That's a table?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what the hell it is.
Wait,
It's
I don't
a
know
horse.
what's in
it
your
is.
car for how long?
Well,
3 years.
it was in my car for a few years. Like
3
how long,
years.
How long have you lived in that house?
3 years.
She goes, it was in the closet, and she said,
I'll never use this.
and she's
Please
like,
take it.
if my husband sees this, though, he's going to want to keep it. So just take it. That's what she said. So I said, it's cool. I'll take it. So I took it, and I never took it out of my car because if my husband saw it, he would have a heart attack and freak out that I was bringing it in the house. And so I just put it in my car.
And anybody that she drives home knows about the horse.
And it was fun because, I would drive all these people home and I'd be like, you have to sit next to the horse. So it became a thing, because I'm quirky. And that was one of my quirky things is like, okay, you have to sit by the horse, so the horse.
Basically, you bought it in your house once, you said.
Well, no. So then I had to bring it into my house because I changed cars. Then I changed cars and they're like, are you going to bring the horse in your new car? And I'm like, So I did. But then I was getting a car wash and I took the horse out of my car. And so right now it's still in the living room. It's been in the living room for
well, I guess it's part of the family now.
Yeah, nobody's actually, this is a smaller car. So, it took up a lot more room in my new car than it took in my old car because it was a bigger car. So now they
were sitting next to it.
Yeah, the horse took up, it was taking up the whole trunk. But you know what, Amanda, I should bring it back because, there was nothing like I was like, I'll give you a ride home. And everyone who got on my car would be like, what the hell is that?
Even Evelyn was like, I had to sit next to a horse.
myself am a conversation piece. So everything in my life is something that hopefully my goal is to give you a smile and to perk you up and at least give you a memory of something that's completely forgettable, like a ride. Like I'll give you a ride and it'll be completely forgettable, except
You'll remember that horse.
you'll remember the horse. Well, you remember the fact that I put my GPS in Spanish, and so I had no idea where I was going. I thought it would be a good way to learn Spanish because I'm like, okay, I know I have to get from point A to point B, and I kind of know where I'm going. Right, but I mean, it was talking to me, and it's like, but then it was the voice of a cat talking in Spanish. So the cat was like, "La leche, la leche."
I didn't even know you could change those things, but she does.
No, you can. So you can do anything on Waze. It's amazing. So the cat is speaking to me in Spanish, and I thought it was asking for milk, but apparently it was telling me to turn left, right, turn right. Yeah, I didn't know that.
The arrow points, though.
Well, no, it was just, I think the map wasn't coming up for some reason.
Oh.
No, so I was just like listening to the directions. So yeah, it's not a good way to learn Spanish is by putting your GPS.
Especially the way you drive.
In other language. What?
So
You always go the wrong way anyway. So
yeah, I don't have a good sense of direction. You know, I think that's part of the whole thing with, I think it's all related when you mention it, you know, like the way my house is, like the way my brain is just not directed into a central, like into a direction. Like I can't, when I was growing up, I always knew where I was because we used in Chicago, it's like, you know, the lake, you know, you go east towards the lake. So we knew east and then you knew north and south and east and west. That's how you knew everything. And then when I moved, it's like you have to reorient yourself. And I asked my brother, he lived in New York before I did. And I said, where the hell am I? Like, how do I know where I'm going? He was like, you look for the World Trade Center. When you see the World Trade Center, that's the bottom. That's south. You know, you can't do that anymore. No. At least not the same way. Yeah. No. Isn't that messed up? Yeah. Right. That was weird. So, so I'm not, you know, that has maybe something to do with my organizational pattern of not being, you know, linear. I can't control things that way. Have I been diagnosed with ADHD? Yes, but I'm not taking medication because I don't need it.
Yeah, but I have that. There's no excuse.
Right. I mean, you think differently than I do, you know?
I can't relax unless everything's organized and neat.
I can understand that. I'm the same way.
It's a sick kind of thing. I mean, sometimes it actually annoys me.
You know, after I would have company over, I would mop my floors, everything.
Because to wake up like that, I can't sleep.
When Christy moved 3, I guess, years ago, she was unpacked over the weekend. She looked like she had lived in that house for 5 years in 2 days.
Well, she had to make it. Well, she had to get organized.
Right.
Like I don't have the time. First of all, well, my dad passed right after that, so it was a rush kind of thing. But like I think I moved in on the...
That's right. I forgot about that.
So I moved in on the 1st, and my dad passed the 9th. And I had everybody at my house between the funeral. Wow. So everything was done.
And it was neat as a pin. And everything was put away?
It would have been regardless. You know, but I was done by the 3rd. I mean, maybe not picture frames on the wall, because you know how I am about that. My other place, I lived there for years, and I didn't even have picture frames.
Really?
Like my cleaning person hung my picture frames up with other people.
Right. And so when she finally put pictures of her own children in the frames, her oldest son was like, I miss my frame family. He's like, her children are getting attached to their pictures.
There was a movie where a kid had that.
Really?
Yes. It was... And he had all these pictures, and they were pictures of other people. Right. And he thought it was
I just
family.
couldn't figure out where everything had to go. And it drove me crazy. So, like, the living room had all this, but the dining room had pictures of other people.
Oh, it's so funny.
And then, you know, everybody would make a joke when they came over, like, oh, look at Uncle this one. And I'm like... Whatever, it works.
It's a conversation piece.
Until my son said, where are all my school pictures? I'm like, all right, Michael, I'll put them up. Now I have just a few. I still didn't print communion from last year. That's not normal.
I know. My kids say I should take their communion pictures down. I have them up.
Why? But why? I mean, that's another thing. You know, that's another thing, pictures. So what I do is I get an 8x10 every school year. And I have a staircase, so I do what they see. Yeah, exactly what you see in the movies. So what I do is it's all the way up the staircase, and then I start to replace them from the beginning. And
See,
so
and I don't want to replace them.
I don't either. So I turn them around and I put the other picture in front of it. So when I go through to put like my
mom used to do that.
Yeah. So my daughter graduated from college and I just got her college graduation photo and I had to put it in a frame. And I left the one with her as just born, but next to, and then I didn't know where to.
Why can't she just have her own wall?
Because I don't have that many walls.
You do.
She's 20.
You do. I mean, really, you can keep like a few years that you like.
I have every picture.
I know. Trust me. I know, but I can't part.
And she has a
pictures.
brother. I know, but she has a brother, and so I got to squeeze him in.
My cousin, when she came to visit us a couple of weeks ago here, she was saying she got those tile things.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm thinking of doing that too.
So tell me about the tiles.
I mean, I've only seen it advertised online and stuff like that, but you can, they're like this big maybe. Mm-hmm. So you can just line everything up. I might do that. I'm thinking about doing that. The communion pictures, I couldn't choose which one I wanted as the portrait. I mean, they were professional pictures. I still didn't tell them what to print. I mean, I bought the digital file.
Yeah, otherwise they expire. I was going to say,
they say that, but trust me, they have it when you're going to pay for the pictures. But, I mean, right, they'll have it. But I didn't know which one I wanted, which one, the family photo I liked. So I just didn't do it. And then they said something like they were going to drop it out or whatever, so I made sure I had everything. I purchased the digital, and I just really haven't thought about it yet.
Right.
But, it's a year, way after a year.
Right.
Usually makes his confirmation, and then you could put his communion pictures in. And
yeah, I never printed his baptism pictures.
You could have a religious shrine wall.
I have some. If my father didn't pass, I wouldn't have one wall with all family photos. I did that because now I want to remember him. But otherwise, I wouldn't have pictures up.
Pictures have a whole new significance now in this day and age in 2025 than they did, when we were kids, because there was no alternative when we were kids. You had the picture. Not only
Flash it on your
you had to
screen.
wait for the picture. You had to go to Photomat and pick it up. You had to send it in the mail and then
remember that.
Get it back. You had to wait.
I remember little photo stores.
yes.
I remember
Photoshop
that.
stores.
Yeah.
They were 1 hour photos.
Yeah, they had little huts in the parking lot.
And I couldn't wait to get my pictures back.
Right. You took pictures and you didn't know if they were good or bad.
I didn't live in a world of that really. I guess for the last how many years has it been?
Oh, forever.
Yeah, because
since the onset of computers, you have not had to have a picture,
Right. That's why I don't really think I have that many. I have so many on my phone, but they're not good. I guess, we used to go and dress up. Now we take our own pictures. We can get the quality that we can get.
And now we don't, if we don't like them, we delete them. So there are no bad pictures of ourselves anymore. Whereas
there's Photoshop.
You've got pictures from the 60s of Vera, who's going like this.
She's still got 60 pictures of Vera. Yeah. The 60s, well, I wasn't around in the 60s, so.
So me too. So what about your purse? How do we organize this? How do we, what stays and what
you're
goes?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, you don't have a purse.
I do have a purse? What are you talking about?
It's got nothing in it. It's got your wallet in it and your phone.
You only need money. You need, everything's in my car that I need.
No, I have Advil, I have Band-Aids, I have Tums, I have my toothbrush, I have dental floss.
So when you bought this toothbrush, from TikTok, did you get rid of something in your purse to make room for it, or you added it to what was?
I just added it.
What?
Get rid of something in your purse?
I have to. It's
your
only
purse
so
is
big.
Packed.
I know, but I have to get rid of
But I do clean out my purse.
I do too.
Every week.
Almost, I do too.
Yeah.
I have no choice.
How many things do you really use that's in the bag?
Just my wallet, my phone, my glasses.
Right. So, if you go shopping, you really carry that heavy bag around with you? Yeah.
You're right.
I don't even understand
That's
that.
another thing to lessen the load. We don't need to carry all this stuff with us.
That's why I only wear crossovers when I'm during the week and stuff like that. If I go out nice, I'll wear a nice bag. But there's no reason to carry that much stuff. To work is different. I have to bring stuff sometimes, but so I carry a backpack separately.
I know, but I feel
Which weighs 500 pounds, by the way.
Well, because I carry an iPad, extra phones, this, that. There's 1,000 devices in there. But since the podcast, I've been carrying that really. And but in my bag, what's not in my car that I can't get? Well, I set myself up in the 2 Brooklyn offices at least. I have duplicates of everything in the offices too.
Okay. So
I live at work.
I know, so you don't have to carry.
I'm sure if I go back to Glendale any day soon, that I still have stuff in that cabinet. Like I don't even know. Right? There's even alcohol, I think, in that.
Really?
What?
Somebody gave it, I think. But you can find anything in that drawer.
Our lovely producer always tells me that I'm like a bag lady because every time she sees me, I'm carrying like
Well, you're
8.
getting a little ridiculous with the bag.
Well, because my purse is small. So I have
It's
the small
not that small
purse. And so then I have to have another bag with my laptop in it. Then I have to have another bag with all the stuff for the podcast in it. So, and then I have to have
So you are a bag lady.
kind of. And
I
then
drive in her car at night. Yeah, like on Avenue U. And I can't believe when she comes out of the car.
well, because I have to keep this stuff somewhere. What if I need to change my shirt?
What? You carry clothes with you?
Doesn't everyone?
No.
Well, I have a tramp bag, but I call it a tramp. From a young age. You always have to have in your trunk extra underwear, extra outfit.
What are you doing? That
Dude, you have a toothbrush in your purse.
Years ago. Yeah, that's right. You have a toothbrush. You have to have something. What if you stay the night? Contact solution. Okay. Not now, but I still have it in my trunk now because I live at work.
Yeah. Okay.
And what you never know. Wonder if there's like a tragedy or something. Again, we can't get home.
But then again, that's like bringing extra stuff.
But it's in your trunk.
My trunk just has some bags for the supermarket.
I have an organizer in my trunk.
and an umbrella. That's what I have in my
See,
trunk.
that's where I had the horse. So
That's
I had some bags for the supermarket,
you're-
an umbrella, a snow scraper thing, and the
I
horse.
have one of those. I have one of those too.
Yeah, but I just recently put mine in the garage because it's not going to snow now.
But then you know what would
But then
happen? I
it'll
would never
snow.
put it back.
No, I
me
do.
too.
I
Me too.
weatherize my
Yeah.
car.
Me too. I would
change
never.
things, but I'll put the mat out for that. Like I'll put the snow stuff back in. Because I keep a little shovel. I bought her a shovel too. It's
It folds. The handle
That's
folds
a
in
great thing
half.
to have in the
it
car.
folds, and then if we get stuck,
That is a good thing to have.
But then again, now we have to go back to should it stay or should it go? All these things that we
Not the
think
shovel.
we need the shovel because it's going to snow. So the shovel right now is in my trunk. It's probably not going to snow today, since it's August. And should it stay or should it go? And where does it go?
Well, that's something that could stay. You got to talk about the tchotchkes. So we need
I have
all
my
the
softball
tchotchkes.
glove. I don't play anymore, but it's still in my trunk.
Me too. I have my glove too.
Wonder if Amanda wants to play catch with me.
Amanda, do you want to play catch with her?
She never brings a glove. And Dr. Garda bought his glove one day, and it has a hole right here. It hit him right in the... what an idiot.
It's funny because my dad, one of the things that was a staple for him that he always kept in his car was a bat, a ball, and a glove. He always kept a bat.
You never know when you're going to play.
That's what he said. He always said that same thing. You never know when you're going to play baseball. So he always was ready to play.
I have the glove.
I haven't actually heard that in many years since my dad used to
It's
have
in my
that
car.
in his car.
And chargers.
So the Scandinavian
Those things don't
death cleanse. You just get rid of everything. You just look at
I've
it.
been doing it for the last few years. I've been getting rid of a lot of things like I haven't used. And I went into my linen closet and I had 3 blow dryers. But I have a blow dryer in the bathroom that I use all the time.
Right.
What am I doing with these extra blow dryers? My
Right.
daughter has a blow dryer.
Right.
So I got rid of those 3 blow dryers.
What did you do with them?
I gave them to Goodwill.
So that's another thing. You have a Goodwill pile. You have a garbage pile.
I feel horrible to throw some of this stuff
I
out.
give mostly everything away. Mostly everything goes to Goodwill, or I'll bring it into the office and say.
And my daughter will get it.
And I do subscribe to FabFit, and I've been doing FabFit now for about
What is
8
that?
years. You get a box, and it has all toiletries in it, and I get 4 of them a year. And it's great. I love FabFit. I will never stop doing
I
it.
think my mother does Tipsy. Or
I might be
Ipsy.
another one.
Ipsy. Yeah, because she always gives me a purse that says Ipsy. There's one in the bathroom here, too.
FabFit, you get I think the box is like $60 a box. You pay.
But if you're giving it away,
$240.
should you be paying for it?
Well, I'm getting more. Like they send you like $300 worth of product for $50, $60.
That you don't need because you're getting rid of it.
After a while, I do get rid of them, but I like it. I like it.
Right. So it's kind of like you're paying for the experience. You're paying for the happiness that you get of opening the box and seeing all the new
I call it Christmas
things.
in a box when I get it. It's like Christmas in a box. I get all excited. I open it up. I take everything out. My daughter goes through it. She takes her thing. whatever. And then I have drawers filled of toiletries that now I'm going through and I'm getting rid of because they're going to expire. So I give them out.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't need them. So it's kind of, so that makes sense to me. It's like you're getting, it's the experience and the fun of it. But then afterwards, if you don't need it, if you really don't need it, then let it go.
Right.
You know? And I actually had a conversation with my mom today. And I said, Mom, do you have anything? We're doing an episode about should it stay or should it go? Do you have anything from my childhood? She was like, no. I said, why not? And she said, because it's yours. So that's another thing that didn't occur to me until today. Like when I have all of my kids' stuff, in her perception of all that stuff that I made, it wasn't hers, it was mine. So when I moved out, she gave it to me. And if I didn't take it, she got rid of it. She threw it out because it wasn't hers. It was mine. She never actually bonded with it like that. You know, so I guess it's how you look at the stuff that you have. You know, there's a lot of stuff that, I mean, when I go through the house, you know, when my kids move out, that is, if they don't take it, I'm not going to consider it to be mine. There's stuff that they have that is just like, I look and Aliana's got whatever, you know, I don't want it. Like, it's hers.
Well, Amanda told me to get rid of all her Barbies. I can't do it.
But they're right. I know.
She's like, I don't want them. And I'm like, really? They're still in the box. We're saving them.
You still have them?
I do. I still have Beanie Babies.
That's good.
I don't think they're worth anything.
Still sell them in the bulk, though.
I have a ton of Beanie Babies.
See, if you're not going to sell them, then stuff like that actually is like it's bad to be out. You can't put it out because it's going to collect.
I have them in little things and they're saved.
It's going to collect dust and
my son, Build-A-Bear, he loved Build-A-Bear growing up. I must have 20 Build-A-Bears.
That would kill me.
They're in perfect condition. What do I
But
do?
you don't really give
Build
Build-A-Bears away. I mean,
well, I wouldn't want to give, but I think I'm going to give them.
But what are you going to do with them?
What am I going to do with them?
Well, my mom and my dad had taken Mikey, and then they went themselves and made voices for Mikey.
Yes, I know. I have that too.
Yeah.
So those you can't get rid of because it's got the
no,
voices.
and Michael has books where they read him the story.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, those are nice memories.
Right.
That I would hold on to, but. Do I need 20 Build-A-Bears?
Right. You don't.
But you could give those to Goodwill.
I'm going to give them to Goodwill.
That seems like you could give the Barbies away now at this point. They're not worth anything.
I know, it's
think
tough.
They're worth anything?
It's tough.
What, the holiday ones? That
I have the birthday
with?
ones, the holiday ones.
Yeah, I don't think they're worth anything.
You never know. That's the thing is you never know. It's always.
I have I
You can look on eBay.
I Love Lucy.
I wouldn't get rid of that stuff.
I have all of them too.
But that kind of made a comeback and it wasn't so rare. I
Probably.
think, you know,
I mean, it
some
depends.
of that stuff.
There's stuff in McDonald's that you.
they say the McDonald's toys are worth money.
No, they're not. I had tons.
Really?
There was some I got rid of a long time ago for a good amount. I had this full sets of everything, but if they're not wrapped or they're like damaged on the wrapper too, they're really that crazy. Right. The Beanie Babies and the Bears were worth something for a little bit. Most thing with McDonald's, I think, was the cups. From years ago, like the Flintstones.
Yes, I remember that.
And they had to have a certain thing on the bottom for it to be worth money.
Okay.
So there was only a certain amount of rare ones.
Well, that's because it was glass and glass breaks.
I mean, yeah.
So
we have some of them still. They had the whole Mickey collection.
I gave Beanie Babies, the Princess Diana Beanie Baby at Amanda's christening. Everybody left with a Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
That's what it goes by. We shouldn't collect all these things.
Right.
Right. And so then all these people that you gave them to have a Princess Diana Beanie Baby
you gave
from.
a favor, but that's nothing. What do you do with the favors? I keep them.
I do have a lot of favors.
You go to so much stuff. Where are they? I've never seen them.
No, a box. I mean, I have my parents' matches from their wedding.
I was just going to say, I have the matches from my
wedding too.
Yeah.
What am I doing with that?
Mine's 18 years ago. Yours is a lot longer.
I did lifesavers. I had lifesavers.
Yeah, that's what I have.
I still have the lifesavers.
I still
They're 30
have
years old.
I have one roll, but I have one roll. And like I just came across in my room a matchbook for my prom.
Oh, wow.
So,
They gave a matchbook at your prom?
I know, right? It was a long time ago.
Actually, my girlfriend, Deanna,
that is kind of weird, but yes, they did.
And when we were younger, we used to go to all these clubs, and we used to get the matches from the clubs. She has all the matches from all these clubs in New York City in this shadow box. Came out really cool.
That's nice.
That's a nice thing to do.
If you're gonna, that's a nice thing to do for your friend for their birthday, or something. So actually, for my wedding, one of my friends I gave her all my T-shirts because I always had tons and tons of T-shirts, and she was going to make a quilt, and that was 23 years ago.
I wanted to do that with Amanda's competition T-shirts. I have all
My
her
mother has a little dress
T-shirts.
she wore with the picture, of my great aunt in the corner.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was my mother's dress. It's in a shadow box.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
Should it stay, or
I'll
should
take
it
that
go?
to my mom.
It depends on the memories that are attached to it.
Yeah,
if it's really significant.
What is it worth to you? And if it's really painful for you to physically get rid of it, then maybe you can rethink it. That's what I tell everyone. You're the one that has to put your head down at the end of the night. And if you're not happy with the decision that you made, if you're not ready, then wait. It's not going to kill you to wait. It's going to...
You have to be in the mindset, too, to get rid of stuff.
Right. So
you can't get rid of, it's not that easy to get rid of your kids' stuff.
No.
But
we don't have to save all their baby clothes. You could save a special
No, I said
outfit.
Sherford outfits.
And
their
first pair of shoes.
It's a Rubbermaid box, this big, of each grade.
I have a book.
of each grade?
Yeah.
No, I have a
12 of them?
Well, I didn't get that far yet.
10?
10.
10 boxes?
That's
well,
a
they
lot.
make a lot less stuff. They make tons of stuff when they're little, and they don't make that much stuff when they're...
I have a book pre-K to high school, and in each one,
So do I.
put something in. That put their report cards in.
Yeah.
And now, he
picture.
comes home from stuff for camp, too.
Right. What do you do with all that stuff?
I keep it so far. I don't know.
Right. You keep it until you
Got to
don't.
weed out all that stuff.
No, I don't keep. Look, I have nothing around. I don't collect anything like statues and shit that people waste money on. I don't care for even the china that's in my garage, still in the original boxes.
China, I never had it. Didn't want it.
Me
Right.
neither.
I don't care. Maybe a few things of my mother's I would probably want, but that's about it. I don't care. I'm definitely not the type. You come in my house, everything is. I don't want knickknacks. You're not doing me any favor. At this point, I say donate the money. Don't give me something I'm never going to use.
Right.
I haven't even opened Tiffany bought. What am I going to do with them?
I know.
That's why I don't even consider that stuff, because none of my
But
stuff
people
is
give them as
knickknacks.
gifts,
It's
so
just
sometimes
stuff. It's
Like a
just
frame is a nice gift.
A frame, yes.
A frame is a nice gift because, if I put pictures in it, but
until they pile up, and then you have all these frames with no pictures in them, and you have to remember that it's your own real estate that you're giving this stuff to. So does it deserve a place in your because there's something else that could go there that might be more meaningful. You have to make these choices, and you don't have to. You can force yourself to make these choices, or you can just. But living in an environment that is comfortable for you is going to make your life a lot better. It's going to make you sleep better. It's going to make you,
yeah, it does.
So,
I tell my husband after I cleaned out, I said, the house is lighter.
Right.
We just got rid of a lot of stuff. And he's like, good.
Your energy is lighter.
I just think of it also the money wasted, but that's besides the point.
I do too. And then I go,
always gonna
oh, well,
waste money.
right. That's inevitable. We're always going to waste money, and we just have to get rid of things just to put our minds at ease. And deciding on that is, I guess, one of those things that you just have to really sit down with yourself and make that determination. There's ways to do everything. There's ways to digitize everything these days, but still throwing the piece of cardboard with the macaroni necklace or whatever flag on it.
So hard.
Is never going to be easy.
Macaroni necklace.
No,
I got more than one.
they don't always
Camp,
make
it's
them
a big
anymore.
deal.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I have the handprints that made out of a turkey and all of that.
That's what I kept.
know,
I kept
and
the
I put them out every
handprints.
holiday.
I kept the Christmas
Really?
tree.
Yes, I do.
And what you should do, I think, with that stuff is frame it, because I think
I
if
put
you
it out
frame,
every holiday.
yeah, I have the on my top of my tree. I have something that my daughter made when she was in pre-K.
I think it's the nicest thing. Those ornaments are the most important to me too. Some of those.
I have
things.
some of those ornaments too. Yeah, I do have
It's
those.
one of the best things.
Their picture with the little craping around it. They made in kindergarten and pre-K. I have those.
But the footprint and the handprints were
Yeah.
the best things.
Do you know my husband threw out Amanda's footprints, her original footprints? I'll never forgive him. I'll never forgive him for that. He got me a copy, but it's not the same thing. It's not the original ink one. He'd throw them out.
Things
Poor guy.
happen. My mom threw out my dad's baseball cards. He had like
God.
Babe Ruth, like from the
My dad
50s.
threw out the stockings when they sold the house. She was devastated. I mean, all the names she called him. My poor dad. Because they put them in a garbage bag, so he thought it was garbage.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do.
Yes,
the best
the
thing to
worst
do
thing.
is when you declutter and when you you decide something's going, is to remove it from your house immediately so that it's not there, and put it in a garbage bag where you can't see it anymore.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Right, and then just
Right,
go
if
on
you
with
don't
your
know
life.
It's there, just goodbye.
And what I used to do is I used to take it and I used to put these garbage bags in the attic. And then if I didn't miss something for, however many months, I would go into the attic and just get the garbage bag and just donate it. Because I'd be like, this is a donation thing.
I don't remember what's in it.
Right. If I don't remember what's in it, much like with the flood, or whatever, the hurricane, then I don't need it. So I guess, everyone's doing their own Scandinavian death cleanse, but I like the name of it and I like the idea of it. And unfortunately, I'm on the receiving end of it, so I need to do my own Scandinavian death cleanse.
You need to, definitely.
It has been such a pleasure having you on the show, Lisa.
Thank you,
I
Lisa.
had such a great time. This was wonderful. I loved it.
Anytime. And
Whenever Marianne is out again, you can always call me back.
we would love to. And I would love to know what everybody thinks about solutions to what to do with your stuff. Should it stay or should it go? Because every day is just a constant struggle with stuff coming in, and what leaves. Because it's just it just comes in regardless. And it's the thrill of the TikTok shop. Is it going to bring you stupid stuff? So what are you going to do with that stupid stuff once it finally arrives? Well, we have to, then you have to make that decision. Right. We don't know if it's stupid. In the case of the little toothbrush, as long as it's not taking up too much of your purse and, when you use it, it's done. So,
right.
It's disposable.
So we know what to do with it now.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for joining us on the Midlife Mafia. It's been a pleasure having you here, and we look forward to the next time.
Follow us on all sorts of social media.
Yep. You got it.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.